What's up, everybody? Welcome to Podcast Now Plus. I'm Alex. Since we want to talk about what should we expect from Ghost of Tsushima tomorrow. So tomorrow is, Sony obviously announced yesterday, tomorrow is their State of Play. A State of Play dedicated entirely to Ghost of Tsushima. 18 minutes, give or take, they say. So just maybe a little bit over, a little bit under, but around 18 minutes, a deep dive into the combat, into exploration, and more. So this is very, very exciting. And let me tell you, if you guys have watched me on Podcast Now, this is exactly, and I'll be saying it tomorrow too, when I'll make videos on Ghost of Tsushima when it, when this stuff gets shown. This is exactly what I said they need to do. This is actually perfect. Remember, my dream for Ghost of Tsushima, and really for a lot of games, and now give or take, some games don't need to do this, some games do, and it's not necessarily the worst thing in the world that Ghost of Tsushima needs to, but these kind of games, they need to show us how the world works. Now, the trailers have been phenomenal, right? Even the things that you guys are seeing now, the trailers are phenomenal. The gameplay trailer is phenomenal. It's great. Everything is great, and we've gotten hints as to how the world is going to work. They've talked about it too, right? They've talked on the side of how this game is going to work, but what did we really need? Well, I want to see it. Put us in the shoes of our main character and let us see some, you guys playing it. Let us see you walking around. Let's see you get into some fights. Let's see the menus. Let's see what kind of abilities and skills there are. Let's see, how the factions, how they take over different kind of camp settlements. Let's see how all of this stuff works. And let me tell you, and this is exactly what I wanted. And I think tomorrow's show is going to be really, really awesome. Firstly, 18 minutes is very meaty. I wonder, because again, it's like exploration, it's combat, it's a lot of stuff. So I wonder if they would do like a mission, like either a side mission or a main mission in there. I feel like they may not. I feel like it could just be, maybe there'll be like a side mission, like kind of like sprinkled in, but I feel like most of it's just going to be them walking around doing things, which again is so great, because that is, to be honest, and especially an open world game like this, and it's the first time Sucker Punch has done something like this. Now, yeah, they've made, and we talked about it, right? They've made open world games, they've had different things, and they've had success to various degrees of having the open worlds feel alive, but there's a lot of aspects to an open world game, and I want to see them in motion here. Truly, as the days go on, as time goes on, we've talked about it, even with like The Last of Us Part 2 leaks, Ghost of Tsushima seems to be building up more and more and more momentum. I keep saying it really does remind me of Days Gone. I think it's a more it's a higher level Days Gone. But again, Days Gone, remember, was kind of silent for a very, very long time. A lot of people had very negative, opinions on that game. And then when they started doing those diaries, when they started doing the gameplay, the different trailers on YouTube, like 2 months before the game came out, people really fell in love with it. People really jumped in there, and that's what Ghost of Tsushima needs. And again, they've had trailers sprinkled for years, for more than 1 year, right? They've had a lot of stuff, but it's been so separated, and here we are. We're like 2 months away from getting this game, so let's go. Let's get some stuff going, and tomorrow's thing, I think, is a very, very good step. They've talked about how I believe they're going to be showing us more and more as we get closer to the game. The Last of Us Part 2 has also said that, but really, something like what we're going to get tomorrow is honestly all I need. I know I've been literally like petitioning for them to give us more and more stuff for it, but this is a collection, I would say, that checks every single box of what I wanted. So when it's over, I feel like we've gotten the trailers, we've gotten a deep dive into how the game works. You're good. If you want to show us more, show us more. If you don't, that's fine. I'm ready to go. I now know how mechanics work. I know how the world is going to work. And again, those are very, very important things. I think select open. Why do I keep saying select? Well, like The Witcher 4, let's say, they don't need to show us. Like, we fully know that they can do it, right? Unless Cyberpunk is a complete disaster and it's just god-awful. We all know, and even if it is, The Witcher, like, we know because of Witcher 3, like, they know how to handle that world. But you know what I mean? For, like, Witcher 4, you don't need to show us all that much. Like, we know how the game works. We know what to expect. But for Ghost of Tsushima, we know what Infamous games feel like. We know how Infamous games act, how the world runs. And by the way, again, they're kind of outdated in how all of that kind of stuff works, right? So Ghost of Tsushima, again, first of its kind, first for Sucker Punch, first open world game they've made. They made a game the first full year of the PS4 back in 2014. February of 2014 is when Infamous came out. They haven't made a game since then. So this is the first time. It's been almost 6.5 years since their last game. A lot, especially in the open world genre, a lot Think about even The Witcher came out after that. A lot has changed from that time to now. And again, Ghost of Tsushima already is such a different game from Infamous. So I'm very, very excited. I think we're gonna get obviously we know what we're gonna get, but I'm very, very excited to see how the world operates. I think I'll say this, even myself, like I know I'm getting the game day one. I know I'm buying it. I know I'm going to support it, right? That's very clear. Even in all the talks I've had of being a little worried about this game, I've always made it clear, like, well, I'm still getting it day one. I still support and have faith in Sucker Punch. Like, I want it to be good, so I'm still getting it. And I think, honestly, a lot of other people are in that boat where it's like, whether they already were going to do it or they were going to get The Last of Us and now they're like, nope, I'm jumping off that, going to Ghost of Tsushima. But I think something like Tomorrow could really open a lot of eyes for people that aren't already sold. I think there are a lot of people that aren't sold on this game, and I think that's actually completely okay. In fact, I completely see why people wouldn't be sold on this game, because if you're not really, like, it's not necessarily blind trust or blind faith we have. I think there's a little bit more to it, but it's pretty close to that, to be honest. I think we can all honestly say that, because we've gotten like 3 trailers, 4 trailers. We've gotten maybe 20, 25 minutes of stuff of Ghost of Tsushima. Not a whole lot, again, for a game that's 6.5 years in the making. I mean, again, you can go through all like the worrisome signs. So I can see why people are holding off or why people are being a little bit cautious. But I think something like Tomorrow, showing all of this stuff, I think that is perfect. And I think that can, if you're on the fence and you watch that, you can say, well, you know what? This is what I kind of wanted to see. Whether or not that, because it could determine whether they get the game or not get the game, right? They could decide, oh, well, you showed me it, but I just really don't like it. And that's fine. But I think a lot of people are going to be waiting, or have been waiting for the longest time, for something like Tomorrow. And they're going to see it, and they're going to say, oh, this is how everything works. And I think that's going to open way more eyes than kind of get people out, people that say, like, I'm just not getting it. It's going to open a whole lot more eyes than the other side, right? So, guys, let me know in the comments below. What do you think? You guys excited for Tomorrow? What do you expect to see? Are you guys on the fence and have been waiting for something like this? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. As always, make sure you guys subscribe to this YouTube channel. Hit the bell icon so you guys know when these videos go up. And I do a brand new video every single day. So probably Friday, because tomorrow I do videos very early in the day on this channel. So Friday we'll be covering whatever happens Ghost of Tsushima. We'll probably do like an analysis of it. That'll be, and I'll also cover it on podcast now. So lots of Ghost of Tsushima stuff coming in the coming days. Again, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you all on the next video.